Hey guys, this is Mrs. Essman. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Advanced Opportunities Summer School. I've had a lot of questions as to whether or not we're going to be running the program. The answer to that is yes, we will be running the Advanced Opportunities Summer School this year. However, it will be a little bit different. It's going to be completely online. I know that you're all kind of getting your feet wet with online learning right now. I hope it's going all right. If it's not, please reach out to somebody. But we are going to talk a little bit about why you might still consider doing the Advanced Opportunities Summer School, what classes we have to offer, and just the process to get started. So, why summer school? A couple of really good reasons on here. First one is just preferable schedule. You can pick what classes you want to take in high school. There are electives available. If you're an incoming freshman, you might not be familiar with all the electives you can pick from. However, what often happens is our students are involved in a lot of different things. They might be involved in band, a sport, they want to also take a college credit class, maybe a CTE path. And those things all really add up and take up your schedule. So taking classes over the summer allows you to open that schedule up a little bit. In addition, these are challenging courses, so you're going to complete a year-long class in the time of one summer. So that means it's going to go pretty quick. You're going to have to be able to adapt to that. But for some of you, that might be great because your classes might be going a little bit slow for you anyway, and this is a really good way to get your feet wet with challenging academic courses. Next, we've got early graduation. So we do have seniors who sometimes graduate a year early, and that is an option. There's a scholarship you can get through Advanced Opportunities that you can use based off of how early you graduate. However, that scholarship does require you stay in Idaho. If you have questions about that, let me know. Other options would be those CTE paths I talked about, so that's career technical education. We have 28 different CTE paths at Nampa School District. They're all super cool. They vary from culinary arts to like health professions, certified nursing assistant. We also have sports medicine, and then welding, automotive, tons of really cool things. The thing is though, those require a lot of classes at certain years. And by the time you're a senior, they usually require a block schedule, which means 2 classes. So that eats up a lot of your schedule. So if you take some classes now, you can prepare to have really good time senior year and not be overloaded. Next up would be earning college credits. We talked about that a little bit. So college credits are really cool to get while in high school, especially since they're free right now. Your college credits follow you your entire life. I have some students graduating from Skyview with associate's degrees. I have some who've completed all of their general education requirements by the time they graduate, and that is so cool. That's about the equivalent of a year of college for free. We also have personalized college and career advising. So I'm the only career counselor at Skyview, and there are 1,400 students. So often I don't get to meet with you guys on like a one-on-one basis all too often, but in the Advanced Opportunities Summer School, we'll have time to really sit down and go through your whole plan. Lastly is just one-on-one instruction. So these are going to be much smaller class sizes, and your teachers are going to know you on an individual basis. So let's talk about funding. So do these classes cost money? The answer is really yes, they do cost money. However, every Idaho student has $4,125 to use toward advanced opportunities. So advanced opportunities include overload courses, dual credits, AP exams, also the CLEP exams, and those CTE classes we talked about. These classes that we're talking about right now are considered overload. So any class you take through the Advanced Opportunities Summer School, you can pay for through your Advanced Opportunities funding. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the nitty-gritty when it comes to this funding though. So to be eligible for funding, you must turn in a fast forward participation form. We're going to be doing that a little bit differently since we won't be doing a lot of in-person instruction. We'll be sending you a form, and then you and your parent have to respond via email saying that you are allowed to participate. Next up, you have to be taking these classes for the first time. So this is Advanced Opportunities Summer School, not regular summer school. So you can't have taken this class and failed it before. So if you want to take the 9th grade English class, you have to be taking 9th grade English for the first time. Next up is if something happens and you don't earn credit for that class, for example, if you withdraw or you fail the class, you then have to pay for your next like course, meaning you have to pay for your next overload class. That doesn't hinder your ability to take college credits, AP classes, or to participate in CTE, but it does hinder your funding when it comes to additional overload classes. All right, so some logistics, and please note that these might vary depending on the class. So our estimated start time, session 1, would be June 1st through June 26th. Now that is subject to change depending on the teacher. And then session 2 would be July 6th through August 6th. So all classes will be completely online. There will be no in-person instruction. The only exception to that is the possibility for the Introduction to Manufacturing, which has a welding emphasis, to come in and do welding in July. So that's the only one that has an exception to that rule. You can use your Nampa School District device, so please don't worry because you don't have your own personal computer. We'll check you out your device that you already have, so no sweat there. All right, so these are some of the courses that we can pick from. So we've got Math Models, so that's a senior level math class. If you take this over the summer, that counts as your senior math. You're done. Next up, we've got Introduction to Manufacturing that has a welding emphasis, so that is both sessions, so is Math Models. So Introduction to Manufacturing, super cool. You can get your hands dirty. You can really get a taste of what welding and manufacturing is like. That one will have an in-person component in July. Next up, we've got Forensic Science. That's both sections. Spanish 1, both sessions as well. Spanish 2, in order to take Spanish 2, you have to have completed Spanish 1, or you have to be able to communicate with the Spanish teacher at a Spanish 2 level. Next up, we've got PE and Health. Those are only semester level classes, so those ones are only 1 session long. Speech, 1 session as well. Senior project, you do have to be a rising senior, so that means you have to be a junior right now to take the senior project. That one is only 1 session long, so you can pick June or July for that one. Exploratory intern, so this is where you get a job or an internship in the community and you get high school credit for that job. So if you already have a job or an internship, that's awesome. Why not get credit for it? So you just have to register with me. You have to turn in 40 hours. Next up, we've got Introduction to Theater. Mr. Beats is going to be running Introduction to Theater. It will be totally online. If you were to start that, it would be a really good way for you to get your feet wet, to be able to do the plays starting your 9th grade year if you're a current 8th grader. Also, if you don't really have time for those humanities classes, but you want to get something taken care of over the summer so you can participate in the upcoming year, really good option for that as well. Lastly, we've got 9th grade English. So you have to be an 8th grader coming into 9th grade to take the 9th grade English, and that one is both sessions long. All right, so last thing we've got here is just, I know that there are a lot of questions that you probably have. I went through a lot of information. Please reach out to me, send me an email. I'm Mrs. Essman. My email is messman@nsd131.org. I'm happy to try and figure out the answer with you. Thanks, guys.